left, and Corporal Jason Tripp, and their wives Michelle Skipper and Sarah Skipper, and then this guy, Carter Skipper, who's sporting handcuffs and a billy club. Tripp Skipper, pardon me. In addition to Assistant Chief of Police of the Elkhart Police Department, Laura Cook, Captain Michael Stuff, Lieutenant Brent Long, Detective Michael Hirschberger, Corporal Daniel Malanese, Chaplain James Bontrager, Corporal Bruce Engelmeyer, and Brennan Sonham. Also here from Martin Supermarket is Don Lausenheiser. He is the operations specialist of Martin Supermarket. Rob Bartles, he is the CEO of Martin's. Tom Faust, he is the Director of Security. We also have Gail and Andy Tripp. They are parents of Jason. Mom and Dad, it's good to have you here. We appreciate that. We have Lisa Klein, who is a friend of the Tripp family. We have Buford Skipper, to your far right. He is Cody's father, and Katie Skipper, he is Cody's uncle. And we also have a very special woman. This attractive young woman is named Juanita. Juanita Whitaker, on January 15th, lost her daughter. And her daughter is Krystle Dikes. And Krystle was 20 years old, and she went to work, and a gunman cowardly went in and he took her life. And in all honesty, we wanted to include Juanita, but I didn't think she'd be here. I just didn't think that she would want to make the trip and that it would be too difficult. But I can tell you that I know that your daughter went straight to heaven and is very proud of you. We also have here John Bosnick, who is the brother of Rachelle Godfread, and Rachelle lost her life. She was 44 years old with the Martins to shop and lost her life. We have Angie Bosnick, Rachel's sister-in-law, and we have Mallory, who is Rachel's niece. According to the Indiana State Police, at approximately 9:30 p.m. on Wednesday, January 15th, the 20-year-old male entered the Martin Supermarket in Elkhart. And the Martin Supermarket, we only have those, I think, in northern Indiana, and they're comparable to Marsh. They're very large. They have a floral shop. They have a delicatessen. And they have a Starbucks. Subject male walked through out the supermarket for about a half hour. Really wasn't doing anything illegal. He was being observed by an unarmed security guard. And then he took the life of Krystle Dikes, as I said, 20 years old. She was an employee, and that of Rachel Godfread, who was 44, was there shopping. The Elkhart 911 Center received the first call at 10:07 p.m. Elkhart police officers Cody Skipper and Jason Tripp were at a nearby unrelated call, and it took them only 3 minutes to arrive. Upon arriving, again, according to the state police, it took them a minute to enter, to determine who was in danger and who wasn't, and then they located the shooter. When they did that, the shooter had hostage a male manager who was on his knees. At that point, they saw, the shooter saw the officers out of the corner of his eye. He pointed a gun and a knife at them. They were a few feet away, and it was necessary that the officers defuse the situation, and they shot and killed him. At that point, these well-trained, brave men did exactly what they were taught. And the state police referred to this as a textbook type of situation. The situation is being under investigation now. State police is, I think, nearly completed it. I believe the prosecutor will look at it in Elkhart County as well as then the Elkhart Police Department. Had it not been for the quick actions of Cody and Jason, there would have clearly been more lives lost. And unfortunately, there were two. But this is our way not only for the city of Elkhart, but of the state of Indiana to thank them.
Further discussion. Representative Wesco.
Today, we should remember the two young women who lost their lives. Krystle and Rachelle. Our community mourns their loss, and we wish to extend our comfort to their families. Punctuating the tragic scene, there are the marks for the heroic actions of two men, Corporals Cody Skipper and Jason Tripp, who put their lives at risk and bravely stopped them. We wish to honor these men for their courageous acts, but ultimately, it was those acts that honor them. It is our desire to acknowledge their acts and to thank them. Cody King. Your actions inspire us. We daily put your life at risk to protect us and inspire us. We are sincerely.
Further discussion. Representative Watson.
Truly, I am sorry for this horrible situation that happened in Elkhart. If you hadn't read the newspaper and didn't know the whole story about what has happened there, it was absolutely the most horrific thing you could ever imagine. So my sympathy and my kindness goes to the families